Right, I am shooting this for Matthew and Sarah. Um, this, I don't know if you're aware that this daybed here is broken. Like this part is really loose and crackles and such. It's the one that has a trundle. It's not sold. It was one of the items that was going to be donated. These are all things that were in the locked closet, as well as those. Those were on the daybed. I moved some stuff around to make it easier for the movers while the people were taking apart the daybed. So if you see stuff in random places, that's why. The incoming tenant wants to buy this. So that's what has this whole thing on it. I went ahead and moved all the art out here while they were doing that just to make things easier and faster. And then the lamps. And then I cleared everything off of the shelf and put it on the kitchen so it could be wrapped. So the bamboo shelf was one thing. And then that little table was in the kids' room, I guess you'd call it. This is all things that were in that closet there. And then that, I left those in there since they match. And then the cleaning lady, I think, wanted your ionizer. And then this is just polish and other stuff that was in here. So I didn't know if you wanted the shelf left in there or not. And back to the kitchen, we have... I pulled the books off the shelf, they're there, and then these are other items that were in that locked closet. And then we have one of these items here. And then this is the stuff that was on the bamboo shelf, and then the back bedroom, and then this is creamers, I think. Yeah, there's a bunch of creamer and sweetener. And then other random things here, and some coffee pods, and then the dishes, and then the microwave was gonna stay with the property. Of course, the oven does, refrigerator does, and then extra toilet paper, paper towels. The incoming tenants are buying the bar stools, and then there are these other items that they were gonna pick up. And then the twin mattresses are staying. I know you said you did not want them sold. These are just some random like smoke detectors and stuff. I was going to keep that for the property, the outdoor lights and things. But I was going to keep these boxes for that. The paints, of course, will stay here. There's a broom, air filters. These are those velour panels that go on the wall. The cabinets are cleaned out, those. And then this is stuff that was going to be mailed to you. Although I think these boxes here may be empty. But then it's your the remote control thing, tools. There's a little trash can. I'm not sure what's in this. I think those are blinds there. This is heavy. Oh, it's lock stuff, I think. It says Schlage on it. Ugh. It's other wires and stuff. I don't know if you want that mailed to you or not, but it's probably 10 pounds. So, and the ladder. Did I already do the closet? Okay, yeah, that was the ionizer and stuff that's going to your cleaning lady. We did do that one. And then this bed, the incoming tenant is buying it. Those are screwed or taped to the wall. I didn't want to rip them up, so I left them as they are. Cause yeah, I think they're command stripped to the wall. And that's your internet box. The second drawer is broken, which is why it's tilted in like that, but that was gonna go. And then luggage rack here, plus lots of pillows. I already moved the towels out here with the other towels. I already sent, they sent me the money and I sent it to Joel for the loft bed that was in here. This was just stuff that was underneath the bed. And there's a fan. I haven't taken that art down yet. And then that was the hall runner. Washer and dryer convey. There's nothing in the bathroom. And then these were items that were going to be donated or whatever it was you wanted done with those. The incoming tenant is buying the bed and the bed frame, but not the nightstands or the lamps. And then more pillows, hangers, and whoever hung this hung it sideways because it's supposed to be a shelf and it's not a shelf. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to want it down or if you want to take it down and then it'd be just the holes in the wall or I don't. Anyway, that's another thing. Sorry, it's been a long day. Anyway, so in here, the things that are up for grabs or donating or whatever would be the end tables and the lamps, the TV and the TV table, because the bed is already sold. And then in here, it's those items there, fan in the closet. And here, this is sold. And these are items to go. And then your cleaning lady wanted that. And then these are all the items that are up for grabs here. And then this is sold. And then up for grabs. And then these guys here up for grabs. And then this up for grabs. Whatever you guys decide on. And then we were going to have the microwave. I don't know if it's microwave and toaster. Just go ahead and stay with the property. So anyway, and then the stuff that's out in the garage.